What's up grinders, I am Azard, and today in this Gems of War video we take a look at pretty good weapon that is available today and only today. Every time there is a faction assault event going on, also the faction weapon is up for grabs. You can either get the weapon by buying these event shop tiers up to the tier 4 and you get the weapon with price of 410 gems. Your other way is go to Soulforge and craft the weapon over there. It's a little bit more expensive in a way because crafting the weapon or the faction weapon will cost you 200 diamonds and 10,000 souls and 800 jewels total and 2 celestial trade zone. For a new player this is pretty not that great a deal because well souls are always needed to level troops, and of course you want to save your diamonds to craft some special mythics, of course. But anyway, it is an option if you are swimming in jewels and diamonds and souls. So, this Tuesday's faction weapon is Secrets of the Crypt. This is a Crypt Keepers faction weapon and it's pretty great. And this weapon steals magic plus 1 life from the 2 weakest enemies and then summons a random undead. Pretty good troop. The lifesteal buffs up your hero, and if you lose some troops, you can summon some replacement undeads in your team. There are okay upgrades, but there is that one upgrade that is kind of a bummer, especially for new players, and we're going to talk about that in a moment when I jump into today's team. Alright, and here is today's team. We are using Secrets of the Crypt here in the 3rd position. And as I was talking about that little bit of backfiring upgrade, we could go and check what it is actually. It is this bone upgrade that creates a bone storm. Now, in some builds this could be useful, but if you are a new player, those bone storms aren't very favorable to you because the enemy usually has a lot more of attack, so they can pummel your troops by doing those skull pokes with the active bone storm. But we are going to counter that with a couple of things. So first of all, we are using Elementalist class in this build because of the 3rd trait that stuns, freeze, burns, and entangles random enemy when matching extra turns. That entangle helps when you are casting this weapon and creating that pretty much constant bone storm going on all the time, right? Then we also have Storm Aura that creates a dust storm at the start of the battle. Rock Solid, a Lightning Strike Fortitude. If you have this class leveled up, those always help. And in order to protect your build, we are using Jeweled Golem up top. First of all, it has Stone Skin trait that reduces damage from skulls by 50%, and it also has the Clopper trait that deals a double skull damage versus stunned enemies. And again, Elementalist stuns enemies on extra turns, unless they are impervious or just in general immune to stun. I think that's a thick-head trait, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, Jeweled Golem is kind of a tank over here, can do some heavy skull poking, has the Stone Skin trait, and also this is a very good mana generator for those who don't possess high global magic stats. You might have seen that high-end players prefer using troops like Thrall and Merlith, etc. And they are very good when your global magic stats are high, so you can just spam the board and you can take some skull pokes and your troops don't die. But if you don't have high global magic, those gem destroyer troops won't do much for you. But this fella over here is a very good mana generator, as said previously. You pick a gem and this troop will explode that gem. And then he will create 1 times 3 wild card and 2 more of those wild cards for each brown gem destroyed around that exploded gem, right? And that is why we are using that Storm Aura talent over here that creates a dust storm at the start of the battle, so that we have those brown gems on the board and we can generate those wild cards that then generate mana to our other troops. And here we are using Court Jester. I talked about this troop yesterday in my weekly event video, and this is another very good mana generator for new players. You destroy a row and column, and this troop will create 5 red gems, and the red gem creation is boosted by skulls destroyed in those rows and columns. Every skull is worth 2 more red gems. And because we have the Bone Storm, we are capable of creating a lot of red gems for our damage dealers over here, and we can also destroy those skull matches and anyway all those skulls on the board if we pick the row and column carefully. Right, and here in the last slot I'm using Suna. Pretty good troops, also steals life from 2 weakest enemies and then steals 8 magic from 2 strongest enemies. So basically when you cast Suna multiple times, she's going to get beefed up with her magic and you are going to do more life stealing every time you cast this troop. And that Sunfire third rate verifies a random enemy when matching red gems, and that all of course helps. You are going to deal 1.5 amount of life stealing on verified troops. If you don't have Suna, you can of course just check some other life stealing troops by going to the spell effect and pick steal skill points. And if we want to have purple troops like in this build, we can just do this, maybe base rarity, and you can check all the troops that steal some skill points. Mortanish Darkness steals life, the Gemini steals life, Amiria deals some true damage, and this troop also steals some life from an enemy boosted by undead allies. Yeah, so if you don't have this fancy Suna over here, you can pick and slot any troop over here. And there, if you don't want to exactly steal the life, you can just deal true damage with purple troops, and there are plenty of good troops over here, like Shogorat, pretty easy to get from Gripping Caverns, Chaos Charge, silences and deals true damage to the first and last enemy. Nirmel deals heavy true splash damage, and Nocturnia some true heavy splash damage as well. Grimfeather deals magic plus 3 true damage to the first 2 enemies and creates some purple gems if they die. Pretty nice troop actually. And Bloodfang, of course, but that Bane of the Moon creates a lycanthropic gem when my turn begins. Nope, 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 we don't want those. For sure. Okay, I think I went off all the aspects over here, and we could go and try this team. I'm exploring at Qatar, and this is E12 battle. So you want to get your golem up, but we don't have much of browns or purples. Actually not anything, but we take this and see what happens. Some extra turns over there, and we can inflict the entangle and freeze over there. Now we take this, and then we find those brown gems. Here is 3 brown gems, so if I explode this green gem over here, we are going to create a total of 5 times 3 wild cards. So let's do that, and we should have plenty of mana after this explosion. Just like that, all of our troops are up. Excuse me about that. Now we could take those extra turns and start the life stealing process. And as we have that dust storm going over there, when I cast this Secrets of the Crypt, that dust storm is going to be replaced with Bone Storm. Right? And now we are going to cast our Suna over here, and then we are going to cast Court Jester. There is 2 skulls in this column and 2 skulls in this row. Let's pick this and see if we can get some red gems on the board. Pretty nicely we got our weapon back up. Let's take that, and that is the Bone Storm for you over there. They are absolutely flooding the board with skulls. It works for me because of the Clopper trade and high attack stats, but if you are a low level player, you probably won't skull poke them down as I am doing. But Anyway, let's do a lifesteal over here in the last troop, and this is a match. So yep, because if you are a low level player, you aren't going to skull poke them down, and that is when the elementalist trait really helps, because they are stunned and they are frozen and entangled. So your troops are going to survive a lot better by using this elementalist class. We can't get our golem up, so we could try to pick. Yeah, this is our only match. Now we take this, and we could take that. And now we gotta find the brown gems to generate some mana to our troops. However, we guess we are going to try our luck with this. And that worked brilliantly. Except we are pummeled with skulls. I think we are casting our weapon now. Then we could again cast Suna. And now we pick this column and this row. And we create those red gems. Okay, we missed extra turn over there, but that's fine. Let's cast our golem over there on the browns. And now things look a lot better. Their top tank is entangled. And now the second troop is entangled as well. And we are pretty safe to cast our troops and do that lifesteal. Just keep an eye on the tank if they are or if they get rid of the entangle. There is a 3 brown gems, but we could also just cast our court jester over here and generate some red gems to our damage dealers. That works as well. The Clopper trait deals pretty heavy skull damage. And on to the mini boss, we are fighting against the Keeper of Souls. Alright, this could get interesting. He transforms all gems of a chosen color to skulls. So if he gets a cast in when the Bone Storm is running and their tank isn't entangled, we are gonna get pummeled. Okay, it seems it's a story time, because the game just doesn't want to load. So there was once a... Alright, great. Let's take that. And that. Then we are going to explode this yellow gem over here. 3 brown gems. And our troops are up. And their tank is entangled. Very nice. We can do spell casts over there. Now we are going to explode this blue gem over here. And our troops are back up. Let's do some more lifestealing. And Suna cast over there. And now we could cast Court Jester over this row and this column. This should result in an extra turn for sure. Yep, and our troops are up as well. Do lifesteal, and that is a match. So the great thing about the lifesteal is that even if you lose some troops, your main damage dealers are going to be beefed up with HP, and you can summon some meat shields, some random undead up top over there. Rathamon. That's a great troop. We take this skull to protect our tank. There's an extra turn. We good. Okay, we are going to take a skull poke anyways. Do we have purples or browns? I think we don't. We could try to... I suppose we just take that. Okay, there is a nice chunk of browns, 4 brown gems, we do that. And our troops are up. Now would be a great time to entangle their tank, which we try to do with this. Okay, nope. Nope. Let's do some life steals then. There are skulls. Yeah, we can do another one. Okay, and now we pick this row and this column by casting Court Jester over here. And a nice chunk of red gems and our damage dealers are up. Now we are going to kill the tank, and they are entangled and we are in a safe position. Let's cast our golem over here. Everybody's up, entangled, frozen, and dead. There! It's a little bit slow team, but it should work pretty well for you as long as you are going to get the extra turns and the looping going on pretty quickly. Right, that's about it. Hey, the usual stuff. Comment, like, subscribe, as off. Peace out.